Welcome to Code as It Is, your topics, our views. Today we'll be discussing about list comprehension in Python. So what is list comprehension? It's a way to define and create a list based on an existing list. So if we have to put some action, some expression, some filtering on the particular list, we can easily write this with the help of list comprehension. So let's take an example. So list comprehension, what is list comprehension? List comprehension is a way, to define and create a list based on existing list. So either list or anything which can be iterable, which can gives one elements at a time. So it has a predefined syntax. How it's expression for item in iterables, right? Simple. So expression for items in iterables. So what is expression? So expression can be a member, a call to a method, or it can be a valid expression. So expression, if you come here, expression, what is expression? It can be a member of this method, or it can be a call to a method. Okay. If we talk about the items or members, so what is the item? Here, if you see here in this expression, item means value in the list or iterables. So it can be list, it can be set, it can be if you talk about the iterables, what can be the type of iterables? It can be a list, or sequence, you can say, or set, or you have dictionary, or any object, or generator like range function, or generator like you can use the range, or anything that returns any object that returns one element at a time. Okay, let's take an example and try to understand it how it works. And we will compare this list comprehension with map. So let's take any example, like let's say the name. We have something like code as it is. And I want to get all the character of this name. So how we will get? So if we use the map function, so how we will get map, and we provide something like lambda x into x, and then we pass the code as it is, or the name, or we can directly pass here a string like code as it is. Simply pass, and then it will return like CODE. Simple. If we write the same thing with the list comprehension, how we write? We write x, right? We write x for x in name. Simple. Let's try to run this by using the same. So we can create one variable like name, and it contains code as it is. And let's simply write this. How we can write? Let's say the name char list. So how we write? X. And then we write 4 and then x in name. Right? Because name should be iterable. Either we can pass the name, or we directly write here code as it is. Both have the same problem. Both have the same answer. So let's take both. By default, this one is string. But if you write this in a list comprehension, it acts as a list. By default, it indicates Python compiler to take it as a iterables. So if you write something x for x in name. Let's try to run this. If we run here, run the same thing, it will both give the same result. Right? It will give the same result. Both have the same name. Let's differentiate it. So if you run the code, it will give you the same result. See here, it's giving this. So directly if you pass this here, like name or the set, in background it converts it to the list, but you don't have to worry about it. If you write the same thing with the help of map, then how we write? List aim equal 4. First it convert to this map, and then we write this lambda, right? Because we are iterating over each characters of this string, we just write simply x into x, then pass the name. Not the list, yes, name, right? Let's run this. Okay, we have to print this to get the answer, right? Print name char list name. So all three are doing the same thing. We can do this with the map also, with the sequence. There is one difference, okay? So if we want to put some condition here or some filtering here, we have to write the filter. But with the help of this list comprehension, we can also apply the condition here. Okay, if you remember in the last video I have covered this map, reduce and the filter. Filter is used only when we have to provide or we have to return the boolean, like filtering on the existing list. So with the help of the comprehension, you can directly use the map as well as filter both in the same. So we have to take this scenario in also in the mind while writing the code. So let's take another example how to provide the kind of the if condition or the any condition. So let's take any number, like number let's take 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. We are trying to like to compare with the map or filter so that you are able to understand it in a better way. So let's do the same thing. Let's try to return the square of each numbers in the list. How we do this? Square number, how we do this? We have to get the square, okay, for x in number. So simple, okay, so simple. If you print this square number, if you print this, see it's printing. Okay, we have in a previous video we have covered this map reduce. By map, how we can write the same function. You can have to write the list and then you have to use the map and then we have to use the lambda function, lambda x, and then you have to square each number and then you have to pass the variables like here number. It will also return the same thing, okay, this one and this one both, but it's easy to understand the code. So if you have the simple for loop or any looping concept, you can directly write this in a list comprehension. Let's take an example of how to write the if condition. So in this number I only want to square the number which have which is even number. I don't want to square all the number. I only want the even number square. So how we write? We have to provide the condition like if x percentage 2 is equal to 0. So how it becomes? This one by default before 3.8 the conditions are not supported in list comprehension, but Python 3.8 supports the condition. So we have to write the condition here, or looping also it's supported. So let's check how. If you write this number, it will only give you the square of the number which remainder is 0 when divided by 2. It means on even number. Let's run this. See here, it's only giving 4, 6, means 2, 4, 8, 6 and 10. Okay, there is a single condition. Suppose I want nested if, that also we can apply. Okay, so after this again you have, suppose we only want to square the number which is divisible by 2 and 3, like only 6. Okay, so how we write this? We can write something like y percentage 3 equal to 0. So it will return only the 36 because 6 is the only number which is divisible 2 and 3, right? Simple. Let's run this. Okay, here sorry it's 6. See here, it's only returning 36. Okay, so we can provide the conditions also here. Okay, so we have to take care of a few things while writing the list comprehension. Okay, sometimes it's so for every looping concept, so every loops in your code, it can be written in comprehension, but every comprehension cannot be written in loop. Okay, and the second thing, so if you have written something like this, and if the any developer is new to this technology, it's a bit difficult to understand. It's a simple comprehension, but if you write the complex comprehension, it's not easier to understand. Also, it takes much memory time. So if you have the complex comprehension written here, it takes much memory than normal functions. So these things should be considered while writing the code. Which if your code is like having performance issue, or if you are writing the code where performance can be hindered, so that we have to take care. There is one more thing if you're writing the code and your code is like related to the performance, there is one basic Tmit. Tmit is a basic functionality, or it's a module that gives you it gives you facility, okay, to check the time, consuming time, how much time it will take your code to run it. So it's easier to use, you can use it. Okay, that's mostly about the list comprehension with the basic examples. I will create a separate video for some of the complex list comprehensions. Thank you.